Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Marcus,
Ryan.
and together we are the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you guys with a new video presented by Rip City Beat and our guy PJ out there.
The Beat.
The Beat. So we got some news going on right now in the world of sports. We're gonna talk about three of your favorite athletes.
All right, so let's start it off with Kyrie Irving. So a lot of drama right now. I guess he's tired of winning championship rings. Qualifying for supermax contracts. Scoring 25 points per game, playing with a legend, King James.
It's too much for him.
But he wants a trade.
That's crazy. That's kind of when initially when Kyrie signed his extension after his rookie year, the talk with him and Mr. Griffin was of him being the centerpiece, and they're going to build around him. But at the same time, LeBron James was moving on from South Beach, and he wanted to come back to the land.
All right, so he's got 2 years, $39 million left. I think this all started from when we thought that the GM got fired, David Griffin. But what really happened, his contract was ended. It just was not extended. So the owner, Dan Gilbert, had a different vision. I don't really know what that vision is, a vision without Kyrie or LeBron, or not making the finals anymore. But 25 years old, Kyrie has a lot of potential left. He's already one of the best offensive players in the league with potential to get better on the defensive end.
Yes.
As we get a little bit later on in his career. Former Rookie of the Year, All-Star 4 times, All-Star MVP, Olympic gold medalist. He just came off his best season, 25.2 points per game, 5.8 assists, 1.2 steals, and 40.1% from deep, from long range.
Man, 21 points, 5 assists per game for his entire career. I guess he from what I've been reading, he doesn't want to be Lil Bro no more. He don't want to be Robin. He wants to be Batman. He wants to be the big bro. And it's little internal talks. He wanted some of the same luxuries as LeBron. They hired one of LeBron's longtime friends to be on the staff, and he's seen what the way the Trailblazers are treating Lillard and the way the Wizards are treating Wall. And Kyrie wants the same. He wants to be the guy. And LeBron is out after next year, so maybe Kyrie didn't want to wait until next year. He wanted to get a head start on things.
Right. Especially with all the rumors, because it seems like you and me both think LeBron is going to LA to join the Lakers with Lonzo Ball and possibly with Paul George if they can fit that in the money. So, where does that really leave the Cavs? Well, we got 5 kind of trade scenarios. We've been hearing the chitter chatter, with T-Wolves and the Spurs, but these swaps might be a little bit better fit for Kyrie. At this point, when he's probably going to leave and he's not really that happy right now.
Trying to get what you can for him, man.
All right, so the first swap that I have, I got the Cleveland Cavs and the Hornets. All right, so I'm thinking Kyrie and Kemba Walker swap. All right, so the Cavs get Kemba Walker and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The Hornets will get Kyrie and Iman Shumpert. It's not the best scenario, obviously, for Cleveland, but at least you get an all-star player like Kemba in return, and that could give a little bit of value, based off that setup. The second one I got the Cavs and the Suns. This is intriguing. The Cavs get Eric Bledsoe and rookie Josh Jackson, and the Suns get Kyrie Irving. So, I don't think that they would get rid of Josh Jackson, but for Kyrie Irving, it would be pretty, comparable swap.
That's an upgrade.
Right. I think the T-Wolves and Spurs would be more of a natural fit, but this is just throwing some stuff out there. Next one I have, the Cavs and the Utah Jazz. The Cavs get Rodney Hood, Ricky Rubio, Joe Johnson, and a 2019 first-round pick, top 10 protected. The Jazz will get Kyrie and Iman Shumpert. So, I'm not sure if the Jazz would want to give up all those picks, but that would be a lot.
It'll be worth it, man. Kyrie is one of the top 5 clutch players in the game right now.
And obviously with Gordon Hayward leaving and the new rookies stepping up that they just picked up, they look like they have a bright future. Next one I got the Cavs and the Bucks. So the Cavs will get Malcolm Brogdon, right?
Rookie of the
year, which we both like. Chris Middleton, Matthew Dellavedova coming back home, and a 2018 first-round pick, top 10 protected. And the same trend, Bucks get Kyrie and Iman Shumpert.
Hey, those are some great trade scenarios. Any of those teams will be more than happy of picking up a all NBA guard, 5-time All-Star. Kyrie's skills is like no other point guard in the NBA right now.
The last one is the most intriguing that I have. All right, we got a three-way deal: Cavs, Clippers, and Knicks. Just because we have this melodrama, right? The Cavs would get Melo, Patrick Beverly, Sam Decker, a 2021 first-round pick.
Okay.
Clippers will get Kyrie and Iman Shumpert, as you can see the trend with those two. And Knicks get the worst end of the stick. They get Austin Rivers, sorry, Doc, and Wesley Johnson. I know you like that one. I had to throw that one out there for
Austin Rivers, sorry, Doc.
Sorry, Doc. Sorry, Dad.
Hey, like I said, man, Kyrie is definitely MVP candidate each and every year. I mean, I get where you're coming from. The future with the Cavs is up in the air. Nobody knows. LeBron's talking about he's out. You want to be stuck there with K Love and J.R. Smith?
Right. And K Love's going to be leaving too at some point because, I mean, if LeBron and Kyrie leaves, I mean, really, what chips do you have to play poker with at that point? I mean, your team is going the finals year in and year out to a team that's going to be maybe a lottery team here in the next 3, 4, 5 years once these guys are gone.
All right. So there you have it on the Kyrie drama. Now let's talk about my man, my guy, Mr. John Wall, the Wall Star.
All right. So John Wall, the Wall Star from the Washington Wizards, just signed a 4-year, $170 million Supermax extension player option for the final year with a 15% trade kicker.
John Wall, my guy, to me, not just saying this because I'm a Wizards fan.
Or you're wearing the hat and the jersey right now.
Yeah, that got nothing to do with anything. He's, to me, the second best point guard in the NBA, second best player in the East. I know that's a lot, saying a lot. We are keeping when I say we, Wizards, keeping the core of Wall, Bill, Porter together. Wall's 26, Bill's 24, Porter's 24. They all signed under contract until the 2021 season.
Right. So for me, even though I'm not a Washington Wizards fan, I definitely like the players on the team, but I'll even take it a step further. I think John Wall is the best point guard in the NBA. Oh. And I truly believe that because I like defense. Right. I like guys that play on both sides of the ball. And to be honest, I don't think there's another point guard in the league right now that plays defense harder or better or smarter than John Wall. He's coming off his best year in the NBA, 23.1 points per game, 10.7 assists, 2.0 steals, career best 45% from the field. He's going to be getting total dollars, $207 million going into 2023. Well-deserved, young man. That's going to start after the 2019 contract ends. And that will obviously be that 5-year deal that is going to expire at that point. You're getting close. Like I was telling you, you lost in the second round for the third time in 4 years, and you got all these all-stars going west. Mm-hmm. So 49 wins last year. That's 6th most in franchise history. That's the highest since 1978-79. So for the Washington Wizards and the Boston Celtics, you are very, very close because we know the Warriors are the best team in basketball. But if these two teams can go to a finals appearance 2, 3 times, 4 times in the next 4 to 6 years, there should be a championship somewhere in there for one of those teams or possibly both if they can get over the hump with the Warriors and the Spurs and these powerhouse teams in the West.
Hey, we keep our core together, the continuity. We have a really good coach right now in Scotty Brooks. There's been whispering already about the 2018 season when John Wall's one of his best friends, Boogie Cousins, is a free agent. So we'll see. Like you said, 3 out of the last 4 years, second round, 4-time All-Star for Mr. John Wall, 3rd team All-NBA.
Snubbery.
Man, we ain't even going to go there because, we can talk about
at the very minimum should have been 2nd team because, obviously you only have so many spots and you got, Steph Curry and Kawhi and LeBron. I get it. First team is very hard to get into. But if you watched basketball this season and how well they played, I just wish there was a little bit more room on the spots. I know they only have 5 spots for first team, second, but I really thought he was borderline first and second team. But, it is kind of hard to break into that mold with all these superstars in the league.
Yeah, it is what it is. We know how good John Wall is. His 3rd straight year of averaging the double-double, and he's just entering his prime. So we're going to see more great things from Mr. John Wall for the years to come.
Right. Living up to the reputation of being a number 1 pick. And like I said, I just see him growing and he's going to be an NBA champion before this career is over for him. Definitely.
Yes, I definitely hope so. All right. So let's go on. Last topic of the day. We got talented but troublesome superstar of the Dallas Cowboys, the running back Ezekiel Elliott.
All right, Ezekiel Elliott, rookie running back for the Cowboys last year. He's got everything. He has fame. He's got money. He's got rock star status, but you're screwing up. You like that, don't you?
That seems like a constant theme, especially when you throw in young and talented, and then the key part is Dallas Cowboys.
Right. I mean, everything on the field is great. I mean, look at this run down the sideline, speed, power. I mean, he's really has the whole package from Urban Meyer in Ohio State. Took them to levels that they haven't been to yet. They were, I mean, it was looking like they were going to make a Super Bowl run until they hit that playoff kind of wall. But these are the things that are happening with Zeke Elliott off the field that makes us concerned. So domestic violence supposedly got physical with his ex-girlfriend 5 separate times last year from July 17th to July 22nd, which is very alarming. I mean, we're talking like every day for 5 or 6 days straight. The ex says they were together. He says they just had a quote unquote sexual relationship. Regardless if they had a sexual relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend or not, that's unacceptable.
Can't put a hand
on
them.
That almost is going to lead to more than likely some type of suspension.
Right.
Next up, Clutch Barr in Dallas. Supposedly he punched a man in the face, dropped him, and then other individuals say that he was there but did not do that. But it looks like that case is going to be dropped because the cops, believe it or not, cannot find the victim. So I'm not sure if they're trying to find the victim or not, but that was kind of interesting there. Kind of gave me a chuckle.
My guy is untouchable right now at the moment.
I think so. I think the Dallas Police Department needs to kind of dig into those books and look for people a little bit harder. And last but not least, St. Patrick's Day parade, pulling down a woman's shirt. You know, he just needs to get his act together. I mean, he's such a great player, role model, face of the NFL already. I mean, we haven't seen a running back get picked 4th or in the top 6 picks very often. I mean, Adrian Peterson, and you look at the impact that he's had over his career. You know, I know being a rock star in Dallas is huge. You know, quote unquote, quote unquote, America's team. Start acting like it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? These are things that are unexcusable. The physical violence for men and women, and degrading women, you know, and doing things that you shouldn't be doing.
Assaults at bars.
Right. Regardless if you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. I mean, you got to make a little bit smarter decisions. And it's kind of crazy because when you see him, he doesn't seem like a guy that would be doing these type of things. He doesn't come off as a knucklehead. Right. You know what I mean? He comes across as just a good football player, good kid. You know,
he got an opportunity and he made the most of it. His freshman year, he only had, I believe, 300 yards rushing. But then as he went to a sophomore year at Ohio State, that's where he started to take off. 1,878 yards, 18 TDs as a sophomore. Then you follow that up with a great junior year, 18, 21, 23 TDs. And then you go into the NFL with 1,600 yards, 15 TDs. You make the Pro Bowl and an All-Pro in your first year in the NFL. So that's a kind of a whirlwind for a young man from 18 going up to 22. A lot of accomplishments that you're accomplishing. You just need to be humble and ground yourself, man. You know, just ask Dez. Dez will tell you he went through it firsthand. So if you need someone to look up to, I would kind of reach out to Dez, but not reach out to Dez because Dez is still a ticking time bomb. But I mean, reach out to Dez as far as to help him help get an understanding of what he's going through, because he's went through what you're going through now.
What he should do is try to see if he can collect some advice. I hope that maybe the legend Emmitt Smith could be a great
Tony Dorsett
could be a great role model and maybe put him in check. You know, especially with Zeke's stat line, 322 carries, 1,631 yards as a rookie, 5.1 average. Beast mode, 15 TDs rushing, like you mentioned, 1 receiving. Gosh, it's just, you know, if Dallas wants to be able to make this push, they're going to need to make sure that he can stay on the field. Because if he doesn't stay on the field and keeps getting suspended or accused or going to court, this is going to make the battle of him, you know, being perceived as, you know, one of the great talents in the league, but just can't stay on the field with these problems off the field. It's troubling. You know what I mean? It just seems like it's a more of a common thing in sports nowadays. It's just unexcusable. So hopefully he can get his act together. But you know that if obviously once this passes, they should have obviously a great season moving forward, just like they did last season. We don't know how good they're going to be, but we'll have to just wait and see.
All right, so there you guys have it. New video, updated news. Before we get out of here, I do want to give a quick shout out to the U.S. soccer team. They beat Costa Rica yesterday in the Gold Cup semis. They'll be headed to the finals to play either Mexico or Honduras, I believe.
Yeah.
In that game, of course, Mr.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Okay.
Yeah.
In Mexico and Jamaica.
Yeah. 2-0 last game.
Right. Okay. So Mr. Dempsey, he tied Landon Donovan for most goals in U.S. Match play, 57. We'll be back at you guys real soon. The finals for the Gold Cup is Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Marcus. This is Orion. Only got one question for y'all. Who you know talk sports like us?
Northwest Sports Fanatics.